Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Featherhoof.
And I'm CarnagePanda.
And we're back, yes, for Anime Talk Spring 2019 for week...
Six. He's gonna fuck this up.
Six. Another good week, I thought.
Yeah,
another
it's a
fantastic
very good week.
A lot of fun we had this week. Almost didn't, though. One anime tricked us. But it redeemed itself in the end.
This was a very good week because it's been 5 weeks since we have dropped Fairy Gone.
That's been... Yeah, no, wait. 5 weeks since. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, yeah. I mean, everything can go up when you're already at the bottom. So, I mean, there's only one way to go. So, luckily that's in the past. I think we've all forgotten it. What was it called again?
Man, it's gone out of my mind.
See, that's how awful it was. Everyone's...
Wow, it was... wow, I'm not going to be able to remember.
Thank God for that. So, but we did remember 5 other things. So we're going to go ahead and talk about those in ascending order of how much we enjoyed them. Starting with... Coming in at number 5 this week is Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba.
You did that wrong. It's Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba.
My apologies. I fuck things up. I can't help it. It happens. To be perfectly honest, this episode, not bad. It's not like there's anything technically wrong with this episode. But, at least I felt it was extremely formulaic.
See, there's a reason this is down at number 5, because we were deceived. Tanjiro is not the main character. Nezuko is.
Is she now?
Yes.
How's that?
This is by my interpretation that the author has fucked up, and he really meant to focus on Nezuko because he made her so cute and adorable
and badass.
And badass and cute and cuddly and
badass.
And cute and
badass.
Fluffy
and badass.
Yeah.
This episode focuses on Tanjiro's first assignment. Tanjiro has been tasked with going to town in the northwest, and where some demon is stealing women, because it's what you do.
He's stealing 16-year-old women.
Women who just turned 16, apparently. Because apparently if they turn... Every second they last past the age of, exactly 16, they start to go stale.
It's a very interesting interpretation that this demon has. That, yeah, every single second that, these women are past the age of 16, like, get out of here with this. Not gonna go that bad after, 2 seconds.
It's like the person who, when they buy something and it says, no, it says right on the label, Best Buy. You gotta use buy exactly this date.
Use buy. My nephew's like that. It drives everybody crazy.
So he's gonna go, and Mr. Onokadachi has made him a new sister backpack, which is kind of fun. It's a box. It's kind of looks like a box you would put somebody into that magic trick where they stab the swords through it.
Mm-hmm.
Only more of a Japanese flair to it, and sometimes I think that Tanjiro talks down to his sister. He treats her like a dog sometimes. It's like, come on, Nezuko, get in the box. Come on, girl. And
it's strange that you say that he treats her like a dog, because she acts exactly like a dog would under a blanket.
She did too. It's still daytime when they're talking, and she's huddled underneath her comforter.
I have a dog, and every so often, just to terrorize him and make sure he knows his place, I'll throw my blanket over him. And then he'll start walking around with the blanket on top of him. And it's like, what? You're supposed to stop. But he's like, no, I'm going to go to the corner. I'm taking your blanket with me. And just go fuck yourself. This is Doggy's blanket now.
Well, it was a cute little thing. She you don't see Nezuko, but you see the lump in the blanket, and first it goes up to the the sister box to inspect it, then backs away, and then goes inside. And when he leaves Mr. Urikadachi's house, and you see the box on his back, she must be a master contortionist.
I agree.
Because she's only barely smaller than him. They're like maybe 2 to 3 inches in difference in height. Mm-hmm. But this box is about from a little below the top of his head to his butt. So, like the top, like basically the base of his spine. She is apparently just curled up in master contortionist position in this box somehow.
So it's either that, or this is a box of holding.
Or that,
Now,
or they did mention something like, because like, when he made the basket for her a few episodes back, he mentioned you can make yourself bigger, so do you have the power to make yourself smaller? And that might have been the case, but they didn't actually show her getting smaller. Even the lump underneath the blanket actually looks bigger. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm just going to ramble on about one of our D&D sessions, since there wasn't much meat to this episode. There was this one time where we had to get back to the mainland, and we only had a door to get back there on, so we're going to use it as a raft.
Oh, okay, I remember.
And one of the guy's characters was a dwarf that was wearing full plate mail, and so we did not have enough room on our raft to fit everybody on it. But we did have a bag of holding, so we just shoved him in the bag and put him there, and then one of our other players rolled a negative IQ thing while we were all leaving. He's like, I need to go find loot. And so he ran over there to find loot. And I don't remember who was DMing, but...
Luckily, the DM was very generous, because...
Yeah, he was very generous.
Technically speaking, existing in the bag of holding, you would have to do constant constitution checks for suffocation. But,
Maybe wisdom checks for insanity and...
well, there's no air in a bag of holding, so...
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
There's infinite air.
No, there's no air.
Yes,
it's a whole other dimension.
Well, anyway...
It's a pocket space.
Anyway, he did a derp, and the DM's like, roll spot or whatever.
Oh, no.
And...
Oh, no. What will happen?
I know you know what happens.
I know. I'm doing it for the audience. I'm being the announcer
Spoilers!
guy. I'm being the announcer guy for will Gohan, conjure up the strength he needs to defeat Cell? Find out next time.
Yeah, so this did not have a happy ending for our plucky rogue, because 8 wraiths showed up, and he died horribly.
Oh, yeah.
Moral of the story, don't get greedy.
Or roll bad on intelligence checks.
And don't split the fucking party.
Yes! So anyway, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Tanjiro shows up in town, and there's this poor guy, Kazumi?
Kazuma? I don't know.
I was Kazumi.
It was something like that, because I was going to compare him to Kazuma from Konosuba.
Okay.
But he's not as charming and great.
No. He's walking around very disheveled, and as apparently is the norm in anime towns, everyone pretends they're whispering, even though they're clearly audible as they're talking about the person who's walking by.
And Kazumi's just walking around like, life sucks, life is pain, everything's terrible. And they do have a flashback that they show, because I don't know what his relationship was to the girl that got snatched, whether she was like supposed to be his girlfriend or fiance or just an acquaintance.
Either way, the parents of the girl were none too happy.
Well, the father was none too happy.
I think the mother was none too happy.
The father tried to stop the dude.
The mother was none too happy. The father was fucking irate.
He's like, my daughter was with you, and she got stolen by this demon, and fuck you.
It's like,
and she's like, whoa. honey, you gotta stop. You can't. It's not gonna look good if they arrest us and you're just beating the fuck out of them.
So, Tanjiro, who apparently either everyone's just talking loudly about Kazumi as he's walking by. Or another one of Tanjiro's superpowers is to have super hearing.
Well, he is a dog.
He is a dog, as we're about to find out. He is a dog, yes.
Yeah, and I have a great theory about this.
Tanjiro goes, oh, so you were with the girl who disappeared, who was captured by demons. I want to know everything. They get together, and he goes, wait, I got something that no one else has. Gets down on all fours, his face is right next to the dirt, and just he goes total bloodhound. For like the next 8 minutes, it shows just scenes of him going from place to place, sniffing out demon scent. On all fours, just on the ground, just sniffing.
He does find demon scent.
He does.
According to him, it's
faint.
Faint?
And quote-unquote, strange.
Yeah.
Of course.
Not what I interpreted from that scene, but okay.
Says, I love when... I always love when people who do weird things call other things strange. It's like,
strange.
He's in the middle of, with his face up against the ground, sniffing it like a dog, going, oh, there's something strange about this. You don't say. Yeah? There's definitely something strange about this happening right here. Like, there's even a scene where he's doing it in the middle of the busy street, and people are looking at him like, what?
Now, see, my theory about this is that Tanjiro is actually a dog.
In a human suit?
Yes, in a human suit. And
he's like he's a reverse furry?
Yeah, well, I guess so. So he's a dog in a human suit that is just that's his disguise, and he's rolling bluff checks to mimic human speech. So he's a D&D character just running around, and nobody has ever
he's just put all of his every level up. He puts all of his skill points into disguise and bluff.
Yeah. Yeah, just disguise and bluff. So everybody thinks that this dog is actually a human.
Yay!
But yeah, he finds a demon. He's like, yeah, I smell the demon.
Yes!
And we do get a short scenario beforehand of a 16-year-old woman
who's apparently just turned 16. Like, exactly.
Just turned 16. And she's going to sleep. Now, he's able to abduct her because I guess the local feudal lord did not give her a brick to sleep on.
No. She actually had a pillow.
Yeah.
It was like, oh. The audience knows she's dead now. She's got a pillow.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The poor girl.
Oh, man. So, this demon is... I guess he's able to create his own pocket dimension in water that he then can move around the entrance. And once she lays down to sleep, he creates a giant pocket of water and kidnaps her. As one does.
As a demon does.
Yes, as one does.
Because he wants to eat her.
Nom nom.
Because she's delicious.
And exactly 16 years old. Yeah. But at the moment he opens his dimensional portal, that's when Tanjiro can smell them. He's like, oh, I got it! And he runs. I love that the Kazumi is all like, oh my god, he's so fast! And when Tanjiro can jump from the ground to the top of buildings in a single bound.
Yeah, so when he jumps, he's like, he jumped! Oh my god! So dramatic.
And he gets to the place where he's like, okay, I smell it. It's here, but I can't see it. Why? Oh, and I smell a girl who turned exactly 16. Oh, and he takes his sword and he goes, right about... And it goes into this, first person... remember that shitty sequence of in that shitty Doom movie where it was, steady cam first person mode? It, does that with the sword, and he's right around... and then
he's just dousing for demons.
And then he's put a sword over there, and he cuts the ground. And a lady just popping a zit. He popped a ground zit and a lady flew out. Boom! And he grabs her. And it was oh, he saved lady.
Yeah, he saved a 16-year-old girl that was very tasty from the demon.
Yes.
And the demon is none too pleased. And he's like, fuck you!
Well, he doesn't even say anything. He goes, he makes the worst sound ever.
Yeah, so the demon is very angry and just like gnashing
Like,
his or her teeth.
I want to say it's a him. I think it's a. I want to say he. Just because I don't want to say his or hers the entire time.
I think it's a woman.
I think it's a dude.
I think it's a female demon.
I think it's a dude.
Okay.
This dude is it's almost like his jaw is just one continuous circle of teeth, because it's like the way they animate it makes it look like the bottom jaw is like going around in circles as it's grinding against the upper teeth. It just makes this Jesus Christ type of sound. And he begins to fight it until he realizes, he's like, okay, I'm going to strike it, because it goes back into this portal, and he's like, okay, it's going to pop out at me again, I know it. Oh, it's over there, and he goes to slash, and 3 portals open up, and 3 sets of hands come out.
Yeah, so there's 3 in 1 demon?
Yes, it's, apparently...
It's like we're getting a value pack here.
It's either like a Hydra sort of situation, where it's like 3 parts connected to 1 base, or it's... this demon has split itself into 3, because when the demon like talks to itself, it keeps saying, hey, other self. Like, there's one that's super chill. It's like, other self, chill, man. We got this. We got it. And he's like, I'm not chill. Fuck you, other self. That woman is, she's getting older by the second, and therefore more stale by the second. We gotta eat her now. Say, hey, you've eaten a lot of girls here, okay? Do we really need another one? Like, yes, I'm unsatisfied.
He's like, you know what? This demon slayer here is being an asshole, and we're probably gonna have to leave, so... He's like, no!
And then the third one comes out, and like, what do you think, third other self? And third other self's opinion is doing that grinding teeth thing again.
Yeah, so I think this is a value pack demon, like you buy 1, get 3 free.
Alright.
Or get 2 free.
Not as good, but alright. So, Kazumi's there, because, Tadro says, stay near me, so that I can, if you stay within my slashing range, I can protect you. But because the dude's there, and he's always worried about protecting the dude, and the unconscious girl that he's holding, he can't get a deep enough cut to actually do damage. He's getting cuts, but the demon's just, like, healing them up.
You would think with a magic sword that this would not happen. I guess
Speaking
the only
of
thing
that,
is that you have to cut the head off, or else it doesn't count at all.
Well, annoyingly enough, there's a little bit of a MacGuffin that...
Oh, yeah.
I'm not...
The thing about the sword.
They actually went into a little bit about the sword, about it being pure black. Apparently, no one knows what a black blade can do, because those who have previously had black blades did not last long. So now,
Tanjiro, he's gonna last forever.
Now we have a ready-made excuse for the author to give it whatever power he needs it to have.
At the moment.
Yep.
So it's probably going to have multiple powers.
And it's going to be the thing that... It'll have like the same powers as other things, but be more powerful, or trump it in some way. Yeah. It's like, damn it. It's like you can already see it coming.
Unfortunately. So...
The Kazumi, the dude who has his girlfriend stolen, he's holding the unconscious girl right now. He asks the demon, he's like, what happened to blah, blah, blah? You have her, you took her, didn't you?
Give her back! Give her back now!
And he's like,
demon, man.
I'm gonna give her a name because I can't remember her name. He's like, give back Sakura or whatever her name was. I don't remember.
Sayako.
Sayako? Okay.
Yeah.
Give back Sayako. Give her back. He's like, Sayako. I don't know a Sayako. Hold on a minute. Opens up a jacket. He's like, any of these hairpins, did that belong to any of them? Because if you see the hairpin right here in my collection, yeah, I ain't her, bitch. And he sees her headband, and he's very upset.
There's no body, so she's not dead.
Maybe. So, Tanjiro goes back to fighting him, and it looks like the demon's getting the upper hand. Until... because apparently Nezuko was written by him, because she can't open doors, she kicks them in. Both ways.
Yeah, so... this is kind of an inside joke, but when we were in high school, I used to write these short stories, and every time there was a door in the story, a character would kick it open. They would not open it like a normal human being. They would kick it, and
it didn't matter which way.
It didn't matter which way. They would kick it both directions.
So Nezuko kicks open her little carrying box, and it connects with one of the three demons' face, and it spins the head around Exorcist style. Like, so the demon's all like, wait, a demon accompanying a swordsman? What the fuck's going on? What is it with these two? What's happening? And cue credits.
There's only one more plot point. That's the first demon that ever came. Michael Jackson or Michael Myers or whatever.
Yeah. Mr. Okadachi, before leaving, in a flashback,
find this guy.
Says, "Okay, here's the thing. The blood, your sister got turned into a demon by demon blood getting in her wounds. That can only happen if a certain demon does that. And there's only one demon in existence who could do that right now. And his name is... I put it at the bottom of the screen right now, because I don't remember it.
Good editing job.
Thank you. And like, oh, okay, so I gotta go find that guy. So we now know who he's going to look for, which we got the end credits thing where it said the next episode, such and such and such. It was just that dude's name.
Don't know if he's gonna show up, but
we'll see what happens. So that was Kimetsu no Yaiba this week. I don't know, man. It's like I enjoyed myself. I had fun, but I felt like I've seen this a million different times in a million different anime.
Yeah, I was speaking to you about this, and I feel like this is going to take the direction that Bleach was taking in its beginning steps, where they were just little small shrimp. What the fuck did they call them at Bleach?
The bad guys, the demons,
the hollows.
Yes.
There's gonna be little hollows that don't even matter, and then like this group of badasses is gonna show up, and they're gonna have to fight them.
Well, if you look at the opening credits to Demon Slayer, it's very much Bleach, because we have the Demon Slayer Corps. The Gotei 13. Oh, I mean Demon Slayer Corps. Demon Slayer. Silly me. Hold on. And then, it shows the bad guys, the group of bad guys led by the guy whose name is on the screen again. Who's led by that guy. And, it's like, shows him and the Akutsuki. I mean, the demon group. And, I'm sorry. Yes. Oh.
Yeah, and he's not going to end up being the big bad. And it's gonna be a total betrayal by some other dude that was in the shadows the whole time. Yeah.
It's like, right now, it's just like, okay, I've seen this. It's like, oh, look, it's Naruto. No, I mean, Demon Slayer. I mean... This Bleach! I mean, Demon Slayer! Mm-hmm. I keep getting these mixed up. Silly me! I mean, not only, it's like, even with... What happened in Bleach, even when in the first episode, when Ichigo, gets his Bankai by taking some Rukia's powers, Rukia's like, oh, his sword is so different! What do we have in Demon Slayer?
Oh, his sword is so black and it's so different.
Yep, it's like, come on. Again, still having fun. It's not that this formula is bad in and of itself.
Yeah, it's just the normal shonen formula, though.
Yeah, it's a stale formula that they're sort of clinging to. So that was Demon Slayer.
It looks good.
It does. Oh, God, the art. I love when he pulls out his arts. when he starts doing his water styles.
Kind of reminds me of Kenshin.
A little bit, yeah.
Because he had those weird, that weird spinny move.
Yeah. But I mean, I love when he does his arts, like the flowy water tapestry things that come off of his sword. I love that shit. So, like I said, that was Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Fun, but formulaic. So, we'll see what happens. Plus, it was a cliffhanger, and fuck cliffhangers!
Yeah, so join us next week for Naruto Bleach Yu Yu Hakusho Z. This week on Sarazanmai, I was not feeling the episode. I kind of felt this was getting really boring and repetitive. But then they mixed things up.
Yes. Yes, they did. Although, I don't know. I was enjoying myself at the beginning only on a comical stance.
Yeah.
Because they actually decide to go through with Kazuki?
Yeah, this whole Scooby-Doo... Well, not Scooby-Doo. Wile E. Coyote scheme that he came up with the last episode.
To kidnap Sarah.
Kidnapping Sarah. And I was like, Kuji's actually going along with this?
He does, too. And I had fun, because it was like, when he goes to kidnap the manager, he's in the bathroom in this weird kimono and, like, a kappa mask. And he just slowly whips out his ruler as the door to the bathroom stall slowly opens.
Hit a cucumber.
Oh, that's right, he had the cucumber.
Well, it's not the ruler. He got the guy with the cucumber. This is like a game of Clue, or if you're in Germany, Cluedo. We'll get to Germany later.
Yes, we will. But go ahead, tell us.
Yeah, so after he uses this sap, which is in the form of a cucumber, to knock out the manager, or whatever he is to Sarah.
Sarah's manager, yeah.
He then stuffs him in the toilet.
He blindfolds him, ties him with about 30 feet of rope. Like he's tied like a bunch, and then pantses him. Just for shits and giggles? I don't know why he pantses him.
Well, it's Kuji.
Yeah, it's Kuji. Yeah.
It's cruel and unusual punishment, so this guy is lucky that he did not get a swirly that was qualifying as waterboarding by Kuji. This poor manager could have had so much worse done to him.
It was Kuji after all.
He got off light. He's a lucky man.
Yes. But this next scene is what kills me. I loved this next scene. Please tell them about it. I loved it so much.
Which scene are you talking about?
When Kuji goes to kidnap Sarah.
Oh yeah, so he does kidnap Sarah.
But we learned something about Sarah.
He does kidnap Sarah, but he doesn't?
Sarah is not human. Nope. She is straight out a kappa. Or at least in the same form that Kepi is. Because she has the jewel on her back, she's small and quadrupedal. And
we don't really see Kepi in his human form too much, other than when he's eating the other guy's ass first and doing his little dance thing.
Yeah.
Which did we even get that this episode?
We got some. It was horribly chopped up.
Yeah. So he takes Sarah, since the whole plan is to abduct her and keep her detained, so that Kazuki could go through his whole plan of making sure that Haruka gets the secret code word thing,
the secret phrase between them,
and that everything will be okay.
Yeah.
But it goes horribly awry because Sarah's a kappa. She's just able to sneak out through the.
She goes
he's stuffing her into lockers and shit, and it just does not work.
I escaped, Deesh.
Yeah. No problem getting out of that one, Deesh.
He's putting her in tighter and tighter spots. But first, it's in a abandoned convenience store. He locks up the door.
Yeah.
Then it's in a phone booth.
Mm-hmm.
Locks it up. Then it's in a locker. Locks it up. Then it's in what? Suddenly, for no reason, they're on stage at a magic show, and he puts her in the box and starts putting the swords through the box.
So, yeah, this is an interesting thing because Kuji actively tried to kill her.
Yeah.
And he's like, the fuck? How did you get out of that? I didn't expect it.
Meanwhile, our two cop friends, who did they capture this time?
So some dude was doing some stuff that wasn't very, very crazy this time.
Not really,
but
no.
they just brought him in and...
Kind of creepy? Like, if you're... Like, he has a bit of a sexual fetish, obviously.
Well, he's just... It's not as fucking off the wall as the guy who's trying to fucking get the bath water and...
Okay, by this show standards, this is entirely tame.
Yeah, this guy was pretty tame.
He has a foot stink fetish. And he wants to... His desire was to create a... Because the lucky thing this time is a sachet. Is that what it's called?
Sachet.
Yeah, sachet.
I guess it must be French.
Which is like a thing that you put scents in. It's like a necklace you put scents in. And he wants to create a foot stink sachet. A lady foot stink specifically.
I guess this guy is weird, but he's not that weird. We've seen weird.
Yeah, by this episode, by this show, he's pretty tame.
Well, okay.
I mean, even the most mundane things, in the like the dude's like, oh, he's obsessed with soba noodles. Oh no, he was obsessed with having a soba bath. It's like, oh, okay, all
You
right.
wanted the bath water of a woman who just took a bath and.
This guy's like, he's like, oh, guy has foot fetish. Oh, okay, foot fetish.
Okay.
Tame by the show standards. I mean, for me, it's blah, 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 blah. But other people are into that, and that's a thing. And, whatever. So, then we
not
get
as low to me as the cheese hot dog. So.
well, yeah, but it's like we get our otter, our police otter dance, which is like okay. But every episode we have to have the police otter dance for some reason.
So now I just want to go on YouTube and find a video of some police officers arresting a guy, and then just like after they got him on the ground, just tied up and like with a ball gag in his mouth or something, start doing this dance routine, and they're like posing and stuff. It would just be crazy.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Like, what the fuck are these guys on?
So, meanwhile, back at Kazuki's plan, what's happening in Kazuki's plan?
It's going very well.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
nice.
we got Haruko up on the stage, and Haruka's like,
I love Kazuki looks down the line, sees Haruka in his little wheelchair there,
huh?
and then sees Enta, he's like, oh fuck.
No, Enta, that kid is crazy.
And then
I know that kid is crazy.
Enta sees Kazuki and goes, oh fuck, no.
No, it's Kazuki, not actually Sara. No.
And then Enta's like, oh no, I gotta find a way of distracting Haruka before he finds out. And then Enta starts to look around and the people in the audience and even Haruka and goes, oh shit, they're all actually buying this. How the fuck?
Yeah, so Kazuki also put a lot of ranks into his bluff skill and disguise skill.
No. He's not as much as the dog in the human suit in the last show.
Well, the dog in the human suit is just like a prodigy at that. He was born for that.
But all seems to be going to plan. They even get Haruka comes up there. They say their secret phrase. It's like, oh. Even shows that it's the same phrase that he had with Kazuki when they were younger, before whatever happened to Haruka to make him cripple happened. Like
I know what happened.
I know too, but and then because he couldn't keep her locked down.
Well, the manager escaped first.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Not sure how he escaped.
Yeah, because he was like I said, he was tied with like 30 feet of rope. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, so he escapes and bursts in and is like, that Sara is fake! Get that Sara off the stage! And then, what's his face? Enta goes over there and he's like, man, you pervert, get the fuck out of here, because he's like not wearing any pants or anything.
Yep.
He's like, hey, no, get out of here.
And it looks like, oh, okay, this is crazy pervert guy. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, don't you leave Sara alone, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. But then
he gets on stage and Enta tackles him.
No. First, the real Sara just sort of walks through the front door.
Well, these both happen at the same time. Because he takes the wig off and everybody realizes...
No, because at first they're standing there, they look exactly the same, because Haruka keeps looking back and forth between them, and starts calling the real Sara, fake Sara.
Yeah, he's like, the real Sara is the fake one.
Yeah, because the real Sara would know our secret phrase. And
he's like saying all that stuff to her, or like whatever the fuck he was saying.
Yeah, and she's like, who are you?
She's like, who the fuck are you?
Well, she's not that rude about it.
No, she was like a Wanda in Infinity War, Endgame, when she walks up to Thanos and tells him, I'm gonna fuck you up. He's like, I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
She's like, lady, I don't know you.
She was like,
I don't know you, man. What?
And then while everyone's distracted by this little display Haruka's putting on, because basically a kid's kind of having a little bit of a mental breakdown on stage there. The manager apparently at some point broke free of Enta and sort of tries to go to tackle Haruka, but
gets tackled by Enta.
Not Haruka, but Kazuki.
Yeah, but gets tackled by Enta, which leads to a chain reaction of him pulling the wig off of Kazuki.
and it's a tense moment. I think the part that got me, as a viewer, as a comedy, made me laugh, but as like a human being, made me like, oh shit, was the looks of the parents. The parents are like have this look on their face, like, oh fuck. It's like you can see at the same time they're going, oh shit, our kid's a crossdresser, and at the same time, oh shit, our child just committed a crime.
No, technically, Kuji was the one who committed the crime.
He's an accessory to the crime.
but I guess, conspiracy and everything.
Yeah. So, at this exact moment, the Haruka was wearing, what was it, sachet?
Yeah, the sachet.
Just comes off of Haruka, just floats off.
Haruka's like, what the fuck? Give that back.
And Kazuki's like, shit, Kappa zombie, and just runs out the front door. Surprised no security stopped him, but
security is very lax in this area.
Apparently.
Like, you would think that Sara would have some security in there to tackle somebody and start using excessive force.
Not here, no.
No.
Yep, Kuji and Kazuki clearly run out, and Enta follows. And they fight a new copy zombie. I can't remember what his... what was his gimmick? What was his, like... they always have a weird gimmick head.
Oh, man. I don't even remember this one.
I don't either. I'm trying to remember it.
Unless it was a foot.
No, it wasn't a foot.
Well...
Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah. They fight it. They do the... This is where I think we both started to get a little annoyed.
Yeah, I was like...
It's the same thing again.
They play that dance sequence by the cops every episode, and then they do the whole dance sequence with the Kappas and tell them, oh, we gotta take our stuff back. And, I've watched Penguin Drum, we're watching another show,
mm-hmm.
and there's some repetitiveness in them, but this one is really repetitive.
Yeah.
But
but they get the butt. They do. They get it. And they're going to perform Sarazanmai.
Yes.
And the leaking happens.
The leaking happens. And Kazuki's like...
And again, remember how last episode we said that was the longest leaking? This was the longest leaking.
Yeah, by far.
We learned that... let's break it down to essentials, just for time's sake.
Yeah. There's really not much that happens in it. Well, there's
a lot.
But there's really only one important thing that happens.
There's 3 important things that happen.
No.
1.
I don't like your math.
1. Kazuki learns that he is adopted.
Oh, yeah.
Because his grandfather is...
I don't think that matters.
His grandfather's an asshole. And on his deathbed...
Was his name Daigo?
Might have been. Points at Kazuki on his deathbed and goes... Your mother was sloppy.
Your mother was sloppy.
And then dies. It's like... Wow!
Great final words.
Wow!
Your mother was sloppy.
So...
I don't know what he meant by that, but...
Point number 2, he met and has been meeting his real biological mother in secret.
She didn't look very sloppy, to be honest.
Because apparently she has her own family.
Yeah.
And, since she gave up Kazuki for unknown reasons. And...
Maybe she just didn't like the way he looked.
I don't know. They didn't really say. But apparently she can't take him back either, but she has to keep it a secret from her other family for, again, unknown reasons. And point number 3, Haruka apparently has been noticing that Kazuki has been sneaking off and tried to go with him. And Kazuki was very mad with him. He's like, leave me the fuck alone!
Yeah, because he was gonna meet his mother at the train station to say goodbye.
Yeah.
She drifted off into the sunset to her other family to live happily ever after.
Yeah. So, Haruka at first is standing there very upset at the crosswalk, and as Kazuki gets to the other side, the crosswalk light turns red. Haruka doesn't see that, runs out into the middle of the road, gets his legs run over by car.
Might have been a truck.
It was not truck. They showed the car. It was car. It was there.
Haruka was this close to getting isekai.
Haruka almost was isekai. Like, that close.
Yep.
But
It
it
could have been a
only got-
totally different show.
only got his legs, though.
Only got his legs. Only his legs went over the other world.
In the other world, there's just a pair of legs.
Yeah. In another world with just my legs. I'm not going to be surprised if that's an actual book out there on the market right now.
So apparently, this leaking is just too much for Kazuki because
Too much.
he poops out the butt. And it goes back and recreates the demon. The Kappa zombie.
So it comes out of his butt and it goes right back into the others. I guess this counts as a suppository scene, so...
A reverse suppository scene. Because we watched it...
This is some
poop
nasty
out.
shit going on here.
Yeah, it was sort of like... It's like we got a clear view of what a Kappa's butthole looks like. It's like, okay... This is on TV?
Yeah, this is very good TV because it's animated. I mean, if this was live action, this would be so like people would be like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I can't take this. This is rated quadruple X, man.
So they failed. They failed! And Kepi's so mad he can boil tea.
You guys... Oh, I'm fucking pissed at you.
I love it. He's like, I'm so mad. He's like, flipping the fuck out. Say, I'm so mad I can boil tea on my belly. He's literally doing that. He's got a kettle of tea.
He's like, you guys aren't getting a plate from me this time.
And you're not being turned back into humans. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Meanwhile, Kazuki's like, it's fine.
It's fine. I'm just being selfish.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it shows the two cop guys, and they won. They actually, for once, they succeeded. Which apparently means that they're allowed to leave their post now.
Whatever that means.
Yep. And the non-emotional one, like,
The guy with the glasses.
yeah, goes to leave.
Four Eyes.
Yeah, Four Eyes goes to leaves. Four Eyes, and the blonde-haired, dark-skinned one is all like, "Oh, you're gonna go out and indulge in your personal pleasures? Is that what you're gonna do, huh?" And he's all like, "No, there's no point. You and I both know there's no point in indulging in personal pleasures."
Yeah, he comes off really cold.
And
Really, really cold.
and the other guy's all like, "Damn you! How could you not realize?"
Oh.
But he doesn't really elaborate on it. What is it? Doesn't realize what? What? What doesn't he realize? And it just goes to credits. So, I enjoy this episode. This show gets crazier every week.
Yeah, I was starting to get turned off by it, but then they like brought me right back in.
I mean, the opening part with the kidnapping plan and all that jazz,
Yeah.
loved it. The moment they turned into Kappa, which is usually the part that I'm like excited about, I was just like, okay, it's all the same recycled scenes. So this is the 6th time they've shown the exact same scenes.
Shock.
But the funniest part is the transformation sequence, and they cut it.
Yeah, he just like eats the mask first, and then
They spin around, and they can sort of.
and then he does his little pose thing.
Yep. They cut it. That's the funnest part, and they cut it. And then the fight scene again, exactly the same, exact same shots, the exact same moves, There's no animation budget for the Kappa part. They did it one time, and they're just reusing it every fucking time.
Yeah, I don't know why he's going this deep into just using the same stuff, because like in Penguin Drum, he just varied it up. Like they had the whole survival strategy thing where his sister would don the penguin hat, and then he would just get really weird and creative with it. Like you'd see people across the streets, and it turns out that you didn't have to hear her say or anything. You just be like, she'd be in a store just like sipping some Starbucks, and then like they'd cut away, cut back, and she'd be wearing the penguin hat, and she'd just go, and they'd be into the other world. She's of course saying survival strategy, but
okay.
you cannot hear it because she's inside of a building.
Okay. So, but this episode they did change it up. They finally changed it up a little bit. Granted, by changing it up, we got to see Kappa asshole. So I mean, that's like, is that a plus or a minus? I'm not entirely certain there.
This entire show is about ass, so
Yeah,
if you've not been on this train from the beginning, then you're still like, whatever. Oh, that's crazy shit, man.
So, it's that, and let's be honest, this show, as crazy and as weird as it is, does know how to make you feel some feels.
Yeah, I did get the feels at the end.
Yeah, it's goddamn.
I mean, right in the feels.
A little bit, yeah. When Kazuki was giving his little emotional Kappa speech at the end there, it's like you felt.
We learned that Kazuki was just protecting himself from Haruka.
it's just weird. You have to watch it. It's really. Whew. Dude has a lot of guilt on his shoulders. Dude feels a lot of guilt. He blamed himself for Haruka's accident, and even though both his adoptive parents and his brother don't blame him, he still blames himself. Really, really hard. And it was one of those things that was like, more than looking at Kappa assholes, it was more uncomfortable listening to him give that speech at the end, because it was just like, oh, dude, someone give this guy a hug or something. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we need some hugs. More hugs in this world.
So that was
less ass invasion.
Yeah. So that was Stars on My this week. An excellent episode, albeit, like I said, the show's getting a little formulaic in and of itself, but they tried to break their own formula, and we'll see what happens as it goes forward.
I hope they keep breaking it going forward.
That'd be nice. That would be nice. But until then, let's go ahead and move right along to the next entry on our list. Coming up next is Dororo.
The Mother Day special.
Yes.
Mother's Day special.
Yes. We get, what was his name again?
It starts with a J.
Jukai,
yes.
Jukai, the prosthetic maker, is back. And he's going around putting prosthetics on skeletons?
Yeah, so this battlefield that he is at is really awkward because some of the guys are still corpses and the other guys are already skeletons, so I don't know, was there like a necromancer fighting in this battle where he just like raised some dead and he had like some skeletons in his army, and at the end he died and all of his skeletons just collapsed there? So I don't know what happened in this battle, but Jukai is going around and giving prosthetics to all the dead people.
And while he's doing that, there's some like douchebags who are like, every time he goes to put them on
They're
them,
like, no, you should do that to living people because
no, not that guy, not the old guy, the little band, the tree.
The bandits at the beginning.
Yeah, the bandits who are going around every time he puts a prosthetic on one of them, they go around, and they take it.
Yeah, they were looting the corpses.
Like first they were looting them of like armors and like armor pieces and swords, and then they were stealing the prosthetics that Jukai was putting on.
Yeah, he puts a fake eyeball in somebody, and some dude just takes it. Like, what are you gonna do with that? Are you planning on just removing your eye? Is this Naruto?
And then like some old guy who's missing. This guy, he's hinting at something. He's like, you should help the living. Let me just show my missing arm here. Hey, you should probably help, by giving prosthetics to the living.
I'm very badly hurt.
But as he says that, a ghoul shows up and noms him.
Well, there's some other kid that showed up to steal the eyeball.
Oh yeah, and noms
him first. He's like, you look tasty. And then he gets the other guy and takes his time.
The one cracked me up was like the old man sees this happen and like, oh, and like runs away. And as he's running away, he elbows past Jukai and accidentally beats him in the face with his walking stick and knocks Jukai out.
It's like the whole bear thing. I don't have to, run faster than the bear. I just have to run faster than you.
And
unfortunately, it doesn't work.
No, because Jukai wakes up and the ghoul is like on top of him, like ready to nom.
He's like, nom. Don't look tasty. You're not 16.
Then looks over and sees the old guy running and goes, ah!
Yeah, so he takes that dude down and he's like about to nom him.
No, what made me laugh is
he's about to nom him.
As he's not, no, he is nomming him. And as he's nomming him, the old guy looks back at Jukai and goes, "Why did he leave you alone? Why?
Why?"
She was like, "I fucking don't know."
He's like, whatever, man.
And as he's watching, suddenly Hyakumaru
Hyakimaru is chopping this ghoul up, and the old guy has evaporated
Vanished?
into thin air.
And it's not, you can't really, like, it's not even like the argument of, oh, he must have eaten him. There's no fabric or anything left behind, or tears, or
This
blood.
must have been like an animation error or something.
Must have been. But, Hyakimaru sees Jukai for the first time. And he's like, oh shit. My son's a fucking demon.
He's like, Hyakimaru, I've not seen you in a while.
And you're terrifying.
You're terrifying.
That was a quote.
This is the guy that gave Hyakimaru swords for arms and let him out on the world. And he's like, I don't know, like 2 years later, he's like, man, that was fucking crazy of me.
So they get to meet for the first time. It's like, aw, adopted father, adoptive son. They love each other. We'll get there. We'll get there. Adoptive parent. So Hyakimaru was very straight to the point. He's like, oh yeah, I can talk, and I can feel, and I can, I can hear you.
He's got swords for arms.
Yeah. And here's the bit. That right there. That prosthetic leg?
Yeah, that prosthetic leg over there.
I want it.
I want.
Yeah,
Gimme.
Yeah, he's like, I want that. He keeps saying I want, like a little kid. I want it, I want it, I want it!
Yeah, Hyakimaru has this real murder boner for these demons. He wants to get the rest of his body parts back, but since his leg is damaged, I don't know, it looks like he just stapled a peg leg on or something.
He basically did.
But it's damaged, so he's like, give me another prosthetic leg, Jukai.
Jukai goes,
I need it. And Jukai's like,
no.
No.
Ain't doing that.
No.
He's like, why?
Well, you see, son, I was putting people on crosses, and I feel really bad about it, and I'm not going to tell you about this, but it's just bad.
Because I can tell that I can see that you know how to kill ghouls, but I can tell, you haven't been killing just ghouls, have you? You've been killing people. Bad, Hyakimaru, you're grounded. So grounded, I'm going to make the dirt above the cave we're sitting in block the entrance. Fuck you. He doesn't really, but it does block the cave entrance.
Because the demons are pissed, I guess?
I don't know.
Because they were talking about the demons the whole time, and so I guess from the visual storytelling, you would kind of link those together, but
maybe.
I guess he just picked a really shitty spot to put his cave in.
Well, he what was it like? Basically it's the episode's called the story of questions and answers, and Jukai they sort of breeze through. There's a lot of jump cuts where it's like, so tell me, like, did you ever, how did your travels go? And then it'll be like a jump cut, and he goes, oh my god, you actually met your parents and your brother, and you actually learned all. It's almost like he's like narrating everything I guess Hyakimaru said.
Yeah, he's like, because he's talking about the pouch, the thing.
Yeah,
he's like the drawstrings have gotten worn and stuff, and
yeah.
I'll just repair that for you, and so that you can find your family. And he's like, Daigo asshole. And he's like, wow, you found your family? Tell me more. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and then it's like jump cut. What? Your parents fed you the demon, and if you ever get your body parts back, it'll destroy an entire province? Fuck. That's some heavy shit on your shoulders, man.
That's some heavy shit. Is there a problem with gravity around here?
So, he goes, and then Hyakimaru's like, you need to give me that so I can kill more demons, so I can get my body back. And he goes, nope. In fact, so much no. Hold on. Let me grab this hatchet. And I'm going to go cut that leg in half. Ka-chunk. Now you can't use it. Fuck you. You can't have it. He's like, why?
But I wanted that leg.
He's like, and there's actually some interesting things in this episode. And I like when Hyakimaru's trying to dig his way out of the cave.
Yeah.
And he's like, so you want your body back? Why? He's like, because it's mine.
It's mine, Joe. Duh.
He's like, yeah. but why? He's like, I understand it's yours. I get that. But why? And it sort of gives pause to Hyakimaru. He's like, huh. And Juka's like, wait, you never stopped to ask that question? Ever?
Like, no, one of my fucking legs back. I have fucking swords for arms, dude. I want real arms. Yeah, this is the story of Hyakimaru becoming a real boy.
So we're gonna get the episode where he goes to Pleasure Island and sort of half turns into a donkey.
That's gonna be the beach episode.
Ah, okay, all right. Gonna get a little donkey Dororo. So he's persistent. He gets out of the cave. Meanwhile, there's a tree out there in that battlefield covered in vaginas. There's like wooden vaginas all over this tree. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, they're just knots in the wood. No, there are giant wooden vaginas all over this tree.
He has an interesting interpretation of this tree.
And apparently, like, through visual storytelling, not actually, there's no words to tell us this, but visual storytelling, all the blood from all the soldiers that have died on this battlefield.
All the blood from the soldiers
soaked into the roots.
Into the roots and turned it into an evil tree.
And the evil tree is
a cursed tree.
Birthing ghouls from fruit.
I keep trying to call them demons, but they're not quite demons. They're
the ghouls. And Hyakimaru goes out there and kills them all.
He murders every single one of them mercilessly, without mercy.
Yep. And he's like, oh yeah, Juke's like, yeah. Before he goes out there, he's like, you know, when Hyakimaru asks him why he didn't give him a leg, he's like, because after you've killed all the demons, you know, you killed everyone, you'll be all alone and stuff like that.
And Hyakimaru's like,
I won't be alone.
Bullshit.
I have somebody.
I have somebody.
They're like this tall.
Not here though.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, so he defeats all the demons. He like stabs the demon tree and kills it.
Killed a fucking tree
through one of the tree ginas.
Yes.
Just right through the tree gina. He stabs it.
Is this canon?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's gonna leave. He's like, oh, gotta go. And Juke's all like, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm sorry, couldn't help you. And he's like, you know, he like starts to reflect, like, you know, what, you know, it's like, you know, I raised you, I named you, but what am I even to you? And
Hyakimaru's like, I got this, bro. You're my mom.
And Juke looks at him like,
the fuck? What are you talking about, you idiots?
He starts laughing and crying at the same time, and he hugs him. And he's all like, oh, I know what you meant, but I don't think that's what I don't think it's
yeah. Go kill some demons or something.
Go. You have my blessing. Go kill demons. It's fine. So he leaves, and as he leaves, one of those demons was still half alive.
Barely alive.
Comes over, like, grabs Juke's leg.
He's like, no. And then it dies. And Juke's like, the fuck?
I was like, oh, I get it now. The reason you didn't attack me before is because you didn't register me as living back at that point. And now I'm so alive because I'm full of happiness and joy because of Hyakimaru or whatever. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Hyakimaru is off to go find the Dororo and the shark demon kid and demons.
The land shark.
The land shark, yes. Which we didn't get our land shark this episode.
Hopefully, next episode we get the land shark. However, this episode, we got something just as interesting.
Did we?
Yes.
What did we get?
Because we got the side story of Tohamaru.
Yes. Yes, we did.
So meanwhile, in Daigo Asshole's castle, the Castle of Doom?
Meanwhile, in the Castle of Doom.
Meanwhile, in the castle, yes.
Hyakimaru's
mom is sleeping on a brick because Daigo Asshole wanted to be an asshole.
Well, we know she won't die because she's sleeping on a brick.
Yeah, she's sleeping on a brick, so she has protection from evil.
She lays some knowledge on us, or at least some speculation on her part.
Should go back and see if she was laying her head on her brick while she was giving birth to Hyakimaru. This may be the reason.
So, she has speculated that, it's like, do you remember that headless statue that I always pray to? He's like, Daigo Hassel goes, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, what about it? It's like, I think its head exploded at the moment of Hyakumaru's birth. You know what I think would happen? I think that it actually sacrificed itself for Hyakumaru. That's why he was born with the head. There was one demon that didn't get to feed on him.
Did not get to feed on him, and therefore that's why he still had his brain or something. Because he was missing parts of his face.
Yeah.
He didn't have the skin
his
on his
nose,
face. He didn't have his nose.
No eyeballs.
No eyeballs.
No ears.
His ears were gone.
Yep, but he still had a brain. Still had a brain. His vocal cords gone.
Gone.
Yeah. So it's interesting. So it's an interesting, interesting conclusion she came to.
And Daigo Asshole's like, that was an interesting story. Just go back to sleep, dear.
Yeah, and walks out. And he orders a ninja who was just sort of there.
He's like, ninja, go tell Tohamaru to do something.
It's like, ninja in the bush. Go find Tohamaru and have him go kill Hyakumaru.
And he's like, about that.
Meanwhile, over at random place, Tohamaru was with his 2 retainers, and they go to kill a rat ghoul who was in a house, nomming on people to feed its children.
They come in, they're like, what's going on? We gotta find out where this ghoul is. And then all of a sudden, the ghoul attacks him.
Yes.
And it turns out that it's Master Splinter from the Ninja Turtles.
It's straight up his Master Splinter. It's straight up Master Splinter. And it has...
I don't know if they were doing this as an homage to it. Because I kind of feel like it is. Even though Splinter's not evil.
Well... depends on which way you're looking at it.
He eats pizza, not humans.
Does he, though? Have we ever seen Master Splinter eat pizza?
Yeah.
Have we?
Did you watch the first Ninja Turtles movie where Leonardo's cutting all the pizza and then it lands on his head?
But did he eat it, though?
Interesting question. I'll have to go back and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go back and watch.
See? These are the questions you need to ask.
Yeah, so I was half expecting for Master Splinter to use some kung fu on these guys and start beating them up. Turns out the very large guy, I can't remember his name. Do you remember it?
I think it was like Gonzo or something like that.
Oh, yeah, okay, Gonzo. Gonzo from the Muppets is trying to use a big pile driver or something.
Yeah, his big...
gigantic mace that he has, and it's ineffective because Master Splinter is too fast for him.
Yes.
But Tohamaru takes out his sword and he cuts off one of its legs and injures it.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And then they follow him into the ceiling. And then he cuts off one of its arms, too.
He's like, man, he was feasting on the family. He has kids.
And then the one retainer, the archer retainer, like, uses the arrows to pin it to the ground.
Yeah, and then Tohamaru's like, what would my dad do? What would Daigo Asshole do? I mean, his honorific is Asshole, so let's burn the entire place down.
There we go. Perfect. And even
if I just kill this big demon, the kids are gonna get just
flee.
Away.
Yeah.
Burn them all.
Burn them all. So he does. I mean, the big guy is not really happy. Like, sir, you sure that's really necessary? He's like, I will never let my feelings make me weak ever again. I will do what's necessary to protect my land and its people.
Yeah, so there's not any more to the story after Tohamaru Asshole's part there.
Well, it does show him
they're going off to find Hyakumaru.
He forms a small platoon / mini army.
Yeah, and I felt like they put some kids in the front. Okay.
Yeah.
Get some 5-year-olds.
Either that or some really badly drawn people. I don't know. But that was pretty much Dororo this week. There were a couple of times, especially when Dororo was fighting. I think they still have that shitty B team, the animation team from episode 15.
I don't think they've gone that bad.
The fight scenes were pretty bad.
I mean, you can't really call them fight scenes because they just cut everything out. But if it was like episode 15...
At the end of the episode where Hyakumaru is fighting all the beasts that are coming off the tree, he's just going...
I know.
It's like... This is awful!
It's not the greatest action scene, but it's not episode 15.
I mean, look, episode 15, we never saw action because every time there was action, it went to a black screen with slash marks. This is almost like, okay, you should have gone to the black screen with slash marks because this was bad. Every time Hyakumaru attacked any of those monsters in this episode, it was really bad animation.
Okay, I'll go with it. We're not getting good fight scenes anymore, unfortunately.
No, we're not. But I think we both put it up this high because it was just fun. Because it's Mother's Day right now, the day we're recording.
It's Mother's Day, and we've got a Mother's Day episode.
Pretty much, yeah.
If you want to call it that.
As Hyakumaru does. He wants to call Juke Mom.
Nice mom.
The name of Mom, it was Mama.
Yeah, Mama. Same thing.
Well, I mean, there's different sort of honorific between mother, mom, and mama.
That's very true. They have quite a few words.
Well, no, it's like, even in English, you know, it's like if you call... I'm not going to go up to my mother and say, hey, mama. No, my mom's going to look at me like and go, what the what?
You're older than 12. Don't do that.
Exactly. So, it was a cute episode. You know, it's like, I love the interaction between Juke and Hyakumaru. I have a feeling, prediction a little bit, while he's fighting the land shark next episode, it's going to turn out that Juke followed him. And he's going to go, Dororo, take this! And chuck a leg at him.
You mean Hyakumaru.
Juke's going to throw, like, Hyakumaru, take this! Like, chuck a leg at him.
Thanks, Mom! Yeah, I can't wait for the Land Shark episode now.
That was Dororo. Had a lot of fun with it. It's getting really good again. It's finally getting back into the good territory. Enjoying that. The tree ginas were a little weird, but other than that, had a good time.
Land Shark, it will all pay off. It will all be worth it.
I hope so. I'm interested to see the Land Shark. We'll see what happens. But until then, let's go ahead and move right along to the next entry.
This week on Fruit Salad.
What?
Fruits Basket, this week.
Okay.
Fruit Salad's nasty, man.
Oh yeah, I agree, yes.
So, we're doing the superior one.
Yes.
I like this show. I like it a lot.
I love it. So, I mean, I like it more than you.
Okay, great episode.
What happened this episode?
Great episode.
What happened in this great episode? Besides greatness, don't say it.
Greatness awaits. Yeah, so we get back to school.
Yep, we're right at the cultural festival.
It takes place in school, in the cultural festival, where they dress up like witches, and Yuki dresses up like a woman.
Because the class begged him to? And they didn't really explain. They explained that the class asked, like, begged him to do it, so he caved to peer pressure. But they didn't really say why he was dressed as a woman.
I think the reason is because he's a Bishonen character, so there's that joke that they can't tell whether they're men or women because they're so hot, but there's no real reason.
Because, like, Toru's one friend, the one who senses the vibes or whatever.
The waves, yes.
Yes, Hana. She's all like, she's dressed as a witch for no real apparent reason.
Because she is a witch. Cast a spell on you.
Yuki's dressed as a girl, again, for no discernible reason. But nobody else was dressed up as anything. Everyone else was just in their school uniforms.
Nuh-uh, somebody else was dressed up.
Who?
Well, this kid shows up and he's...
Yes, the sudden appearance of two new Somas.
Yeah, so this kid shows up as a fake German kid.
Momiji shows up. We finally get Momiji. And Hattori. Hattori and Momiji show up.
So yeah, this kid's supposed to be half German, half Japanese, and so naturally speaks in a whatever.
Well, if it was like English, we would call it like Spanish. People who speak bad Spanish and English, or
Spanglish.
Spanglish. I don't know what you call German Japanese. Nieperman?
Whatever.
Because it keeps slipping in little German, like Guten Tag and Ja and stuff like that. Which,
yeah, Featherhoof was really curious about this.
Because I watched the original series, watched it in English, back in 2001. It's been 18 years, so obviously I don't remember, but I don't remember them playing up the half German bit, at least not in any discernible way that I remember. So I was like, okay, wait, I wonder what this sounds like in the dubbed version. And we went over and listened to the dubbed version. I've cherished a job as a voice actor for a very fucking long time. This proved to me that I can do it. Because apparently
you can do it.
You can get hired by... Oh, I'm doing some bad German accent, yeah. Oh, I'm
German. The bad
German.
Germans over here.
Oh, I'm German.
Featherhoof is a German. I'm a German.
German.
Ja.
Oh, yeah, German. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Oh, I'm a German. Oh, my name is Momiji. I'm half Japanese, half German.
Very good time, everybody. German. I don't even know if that's a German accent now.
It's like, oh,
bad German
my...
accent. Yeah.
I mean, look, I've never been one of those... I'm not a otaku, weeaboo sub-snob. I'm not a sub-snob. But Jesus Christ, whoever they got to voice Momiji in the English dub, they need to recast. They need to recast. Like, and again, I'm not one of those people who's like a... Like, people are like, oh, that's whitewashing. Oh, whitewashing. They should have got an Asian person to play that Asian character. This time, I'm like, they should have gotten a German-speaking person to do that. Because that was bad. That was really, really bad.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to stick to subs because I don't even think they did an accent for the German.
No, they didn't. If they did,
it was just bad, man.
If they did do a German accent with the Japanese dubbing, it's not discernible to a primary English speaking person. Like, I wouldn't even know what a German accent would sound like with Japanese words. Like, if somebody can, if you're Japanese out there and you can speak Japanese but with a German accent, please send me a sound file of that. I would love to hear that. That's just like curiosity's sake. I'm actually very interested.
Ja.
So, how'd the rest of the episode go?
It went very well, and I liked it a lot.
So, Momiji comes in, and he starts wreaking havoc the moment he shows up. Climbing on shit and being stupid. You know, Hattori comes over to Yuki, and Hattori's like, oh, Yuki, you're different. I didn't realize you were a girl now. Then Yuki just...
It could happen.
Yuki goes, you've seen me naked plenty of times, that you know that I'm totally a boy.
And all of his fangirls are like, he's been gay the whole time?
It's like, no, it's because he's my doctor, douchebags. And he starts giving him his exam, like, you don't have to give me an exam right here. And he's like, well, if you would show up for your monthly exams like you're supposed to, I wouldn't have to come here. And he's like, and Toru's all like, oh, are you sick? Is everything okay? And Hattori's all like, no, he's had weak lungs ever since he was a child, so he has to get regular checkups. And Yuki keeps giving him the stink eye.
He's like, why you do this?
You know,
get out of here.
Especially when Toru gets near. He's like, looks at Hattori like, And when Toru turns around to deal with the Momiji situation, Hattori's all like, just quietly, don't worry, I'm not here to touch poor Miss Toru's head. I'm not here for that. I'm actually only here because Momiji wanted to come because he found one of the flyers for this cultural festival. And he goes, and just a little piece of advice for you, Yuki. If you're going to try and give me the stink eye, don't do it while you're wearing a dress. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Poor Yuki.
So... Momiji is taken behind a curtain by Kyo, and Toru follows. It's like, oh, and let's just do it the English dubber. Like, oh, you're told Hande, yeah? Oh, you know the secrets of the Zodiac? Like, oh yeah, it is. Like, oh, then hug time.
Yeah, so he gets a good hug in on Toru.
Or as the Japanese subtitle put it, glomp.
Yes, define glomp.
Glomp is when you jump at a person and hug them.
Yeah, so in the English, they said hug.
Yes, but in Japan, apparently they.
So
they
in
put
Japan, they're
glomp.
like, yeah, we want to glomp this. I want
to glomp you.
This word sounds so silly, though. I want to glomp you.
Yes.
That sounds very sexual.
So, of course, turns into a rabbit. Momiji is another zodiac of the rabbit. To which
They're like, oh, the cute buddy.
it's like, wait, there's the little kid's clothes. Where does the little kid wear naked?
His clothes off. Where is he?
So, due to a masterful distraction by Yuki, they get him to the roof, where he transforms back, and Momiji, Hattori actually gets a tricks Yuki and Kyo. He's like, okay, you two, line up over here. It's like, what? Like, line up over here. It's like, oh, okay. And they stand next to each other. And he goes,
finish the sentence. Macaroni?
and they go, cheese? And then, click! He takes a picture. And they're like, oh, fuck. He's like, hey, Akito told me to take a picture if I ever came over here. So, I did. And they're all like, don't you dare show him that picture! Don't you fucking show him that picture!
He's like, I'm gonna show him. And you might have some explaining to do, Yuki. Wearing that dress and everything.
So, there's actually this really, really heartfelt scene between Toru and Yuki. Because Toru's not a fan of being referred to as cute, and he's very upset having to wear the dress.
Yuki, you mean?
That's what I said, didn't I?
Toru's like, I love being called cute.
I'm sorry, I must have... Did I say it the wrong way around?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Yuki is none too happy with it. But Toru tells her the story about how, I don't know, every time my mom said you're cute, I always took it as, like, meaning I love you. You know, and it's like, it's a really good thing. I never really thought of it as being an embarrassing or awful thing to say.
Yuki's like, Toru, you're cute!
And
like, oh my god!
And Toru's then all like, oh, Yuki's more than just cute or beautiful or handsome. He's cool.
Yeah.
So, there's a scene with, Hana and Uo are, they're not exactly...
Suspicious.
They're suspicious, because they have all these somas are coming around, and they're just a little too chummy with Toru, so they're like,
What are you doing, Toru?
What's going on?
Are you Yuki's girlfriend? And
So-
she's like, of course not. I'm just living with him. And,
And
they're
then-
like,
Wait, what the fuck?
You didn't tell us about this. Whoa. We need some
Whoa,
details.
time out. What is this shit? So she tells them, and they go, all right, it's settled then. We're spending the night.
Investigation time.
So they're going to make sure that the Somas are not doing anything bad to their friend. So
Bad.
they just literally show up.
Shira's like, ooh,
Shigure
like this.
Yeah, Shigure is a fucking horn dog, so he's all about this.
yeah.
Especially as he
Two
This
nice
is funny.
looking ladies. Oh, yeah, you can
I'm
come in.
pretty sure, now, again, my memory's faulty, but I'm pretty sure in the original they actually do reveal that Shigure is a novelist earlier than this.
Oh, wow.
But he reveals it now that he is, oh yeah, I'm a novelist. I write books. Here's one of my books. He pulls this, one of those cheesy romance novels you would see on like a grocery store dime rack.
Yeah, he's like a bodice ripper, just times 100. He basically just gives her a copy of Domestic Girlfriend and is like, yeah, I wrote this.
And he goes, oh shit, not this one. No,
Oh,
I meant to show you this one. And it's like,
This was more intellectual than that one.
he's like, but this one, yeah, I wrote that too.
I just wrote this one for fun. And she's like,
Hana-
let me.
Yeah, Hana's all like, mm-hmm. And she's like, gets absorbed in the romance novel. So they start talking to Kyo and Yuki because Shigure has to leave for reasons, and Toru's all like,
Always
I
like
need
the
to start.
reasons part.
I need to start dinner and stuff like that. So they start giving him the once over, the fifth degree, and they answer pretty well. They talk about Toru, and they come to the conclusion, just shortening this down, because when they get back into the room with Toru and they're going to sleep together and stuff like that, which
Sleep together.
I've had sleepovers before, but I'm sorry, I've never had a sleepover where I've slept in the same bed as the other person. So this was a little weird. They're like huddled together, the three of them. It's like, okay.
Yeah. They were really... They're like hugging each other there.
They are really close friends. But that, and I was like, oh man, poor Toru's gonna wake up and her shoulders are gonna be wrecked. Because the other two are like, sort of like sleeping on their sides, and Toru's in the middle with her arms like this. And then each girl's like holding each hand. Like she's gonna wake up and her arms are gonna hurt. Jesus.
I hate when that happens, but I read that if you keep your arms below your neck, you don't get a crick in your neck or whatever. So I just keep them down. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I do not want to deal with that because that shit is just, oh god. It's terrible.
So the next morning comes and Hana and Uo have decided, okay, Toru can keep living with you. And we won't have to...
This is approved.
We will not have to beat your asses. But we will be coming by from time to time to make sure Toru's okay. It's like, I love it, like they don't really disapprove, but at the same time I think it's because they're terrified, because Hana keeps like calling out, like, because like Kyo and Yuki are fighting, and she goes, rat and cat. And they're like, oh shit, she figured it out. But then she's like,
that's what you guys remind me of.
yeah, it's like there's this cartoon with a cat that keeps chasing a rat, and they're like, oh fuck, Jesus Christ.
Fuck, that's Tom and Jerry, isn't it?
It is. They were talking about Tom and Jerry. So it was a really nice episode. I can't remember. Was there anything more beyond that?
The ending.
There was one bit. Hattori goes back to report to Akito.
He's like, fuck you, Akito.
He's like, well, I went there and I scoped things out as you requested. I can see why you allowed Toru to stay. However, I don't think it's going to go as you planned, because I think you allowed it to happen in the believing that it would fail, didn't you? Well, I think you're going to be disappointed.
And Akito's like, but my master plan.
Well, Akito doesn't really say anything. Actually, no, Akito gets like this little grin on his face, and he's like, And then it goes back over to Hattori, and he gets this evil shadows and grin on his face, too. Oh, and then he calls the house, specifically for Toru. Hattori does. And
oh, yeah, that part.
Yeah, he's like, this isn't a request, this isn't a suggestion. You're going to come to my place at the main Soma complex, and you're going to meet me in private. Earlier in the episode, Yuki specifically warns her, never get into a room with Hattori by yourself. So...
I wonder what he means by that.
So... Shut up, because I might blurt something out. Shut up! Don't ask questions like that!
Spoilers!
I don't want to spoil. But, so... And oh yeah, and then I guess like as a tease, Hattori goes, hey, you never know, you might even get to meet Akito himself.
Who cares about Akito?
Yeah. So, that was Fruits Basket this week. Awesome little episode. I'm glad they finally revealed Momiji, the character who I both love to death, but also causes so many emotions. That hasn't happened yet.
Don't spoil. And then the ending played, and I took a 2-hour nap.
We all did, because for whatever reason, that the designers and animators of this show decided, okay, when people are done watching this show,
relaxing as fuck.
We want people to just fall asleep while they're watching the end credits.
You watch the show, and here's our nursery rhyme for you. It's really immediately to sleep after you hear it.
This show just continues to hit us with the feels. It's just cute. It's honest. I love it. I love the interactions between the characters.
Now, I like the part where this is the first season and it has 24 episodes. So we're probably going to get a lot of Fruits Basket.
I hope so, because as I said before, they cut a lot out of the original anime. Certain things in the original anime were altered, from what I've heard.
Like the art.
Yes! He finally saw the art for the original for the first time last week, and tell me, what did you think about that original art?
Okay, so story time. I've been watching a lot of animes, and over the years there are different style changes, and there's a specific period of animes between years 2000 to 2004-ish, 5-ish.
I would say at least goes up to the 2007.
Well, no, because that's when Gurren Lagann comes out, and all these other animes, they don't even look like this.
I'm not saying they did, but I'd still say there was still that animation started in early 2000, went at least to like 2007. There were still some studios doing it.
Well, yeah, because School Days is 2007. And that was like fucking dog trash. The anime's artwork, the illustrations in these shows, looks like something that your dog vomited up, and that's putting it polite. That is putting it politely. Yeah, so I did see it. And I gagged, and I had to find a toilet or wastebasket because, true story, I have not vomited in like 20-some years.
Lucky you.
But I vomited when I saw this. So I'm glad for this adaptation because it looks a lot better.
Yes. So, that was Fruits Basket this week. Another fantastic episode. But there was an episode of another anime that was far more fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and move right along to that one. So, coming into number 1, is the Risings of the Shield Hero. Because we're half German. What's up, half German?
No, we're not half German. You're the wrong show, man.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. Oh, we're done with Fruits Basket. No more Momiji.
Under that logic, we would, kind of find Haruka's legs in this episode.
We are in Rising of the Shield Hero, which is far more angry this episode. A lot of anger this episode. A lot of this episode. I mean, a lot. There was a lot of like the dialogue could have been replaced with and then the response was and the response would be there was a lot of that.
So I wasn't really sold on the beginning of this because they roll up on Spear Hero, and Spear Hero is like...
first the Queen Chicken comes out. Yeah, they teleports them to random spot. Say, there's another hero nearby. Oh, here's a new cart. To which Philo is all
like,
about the cart. Like, mine. My cart.
Mine.
Actually,
he's like, no, it's not yours.
That's something I wish they would actually elaborate. What does he mean by that? Whose is it then? But Philo she's marked it. They skipped the scene where she scent marked it. I don't know. She was all about it.
Yeah, the Blu-ray is going to be uncensored where she just tilts her leg and starts peeing all over it.
I mean, she was that obsessed with it. It was hilarious. I loved it. But yeah, apparently, I guess they forgot about their plan to go meet the Queen. Because they're now going to go cross the border again.
The plan to meet the Queen has gotten completely derailed.
No, it's been forgotten. Entirely.
Yeah, so he's gone... Well, he did meet a queen.
Yes!
Does that qualify? Does that qualify?
Suppose it does?
He was supposed to be a specific queen, but he met a queen, so therefore...
Literally...
It's not a plot hole.
Melty... No, it's a plot hole. Because Melty was all like, I'm not going anywhere unless you agree to go meet my mom. You were going to go meet my mom.
Even Melty has forgotten.
That's what I'm saying. Even Melty has forgotten.
Like, well, the Queen of the Philos, okay. Good enough. Looks legit.
So they're going to go to the border because they're like, okay, well, we can try to sneak around or we can just go through. And if I'm trying to sneak around, it might take a couple extra days. And weren't we supposed to meet another heroes? There was supposed to be another hero nearby. And, and he's like, yeah, I guess we did promise to do that.
Let's go find this hero then.
So they go to the door. To which the guards are like, oh shit! Sound the alarm! Sound the alarm!
Chicken raid! Oh my god, we're doomed!
It's the world boss! A world boss is approaching!
We weren't prepared for this raid! Oh my god!
And of all the heroes, it could have been, of course it was Moriyasu.
Yeah, Moriyasu shows up and he's like...
I mean, words aren't even exchanged. Like, they're barely exchanged. It's just like, and Marayasu, Spear Hero, is just all like, fuck you, you die!
And Nafumi's like, why?
It's like, bro,
I come in peace.
like, seriously, I literally just wanted to talk. What the fuck? He's like, fuck you! I will not fall to your brainwashing shield! Fuck you and your brainwashing shield!
Yeah, so they bring back the plot point of the brainwashing shield.
At least 17 times.
Which apparently is ineffective against Moriyasu.
It's apparently ineffective against everyone except Raftalia and Philo and Melty.
Yeah.
Apparently it only works on them, apparently. So...
He's like, you've used the brainwashing shield on them, you might use it on other people, and you killed Itsuki and Rin.
Yeah, that's the part. And he's like, wait, what? Can we go back to that? Rewind to that part? Excuse me, what? Don't play dumb with me! I will not be tricked by you and your brainwashing shield! Ah! So, in order to try and, get some semblance of what's going on, to try and slow things down, he tries to use the shield prison. And Marayasu just...
Every time he uses the shield prison, it's ineffective.
No, it's not. This is the first time it's been ineffective.
No,
Second time.
He used it against glass, and it didn't work there.
And then he tried using it against Vittoria, it didn't work. And then he tried using it at Marayasu. Yeah, okay, it hasn't worked past 3 times. It worked against the very first time he used it. It worked. Twice.
Well, actually,
okay,
it does work later in the episode.
If we're going by... Well, up to this point, if we're going by percentages, yes, it's failed more than it's succeeded.
It has failed more than it has succeeded.
You are correct.
And now Fubi blames that on his level.
Well, it's not just his level, because Marayasu's spear has evolved. Because he has gotten a class upgrade.
I don't like the redesign of his spear.
Yeah, it is awful. It is truly awful. It's like, how did you put it? It's like he's trying to go for a trident.
He did a trident,
but fucked up.
But it just failed. He got like a fork out of it.
And it looks awful. And for those who don't know, spears are one of my favorites, like medieval weaponry.
Spear, like if I had to pick a weapon as my main weapon, it would like hands down, spear or polearm.
Yeah, like a halberd. I love the halberd.
First
awesome.
choice.
Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah.
Choice.
But
like I see this debate too. Like, so some dumbasses are like, "What weapon should a woman choose? Spear or halberd?" Duh.
What weapon should a child use? Spear or halberd? Duh.
Get the fucking spears or polearms. Get it.
Yeah,
everyone.
But he's able to just break out. It's not even a problem for him. But he still can't really do damage to Naofumi still. But as the fight goes on, of course, Mine shows up. Of course she fucking shows up.
And Mine's like, you and your brainwashing shield. You're done.
Yeah, Marayasu, don't listen to him and his brainwashing shield. He totally killed Itsuki and Rin. Totally. Yep. Uh-huh.
We got this information from the church.
An agent
church is reliable.
Because, like, one of the things that Naofumi says is, like, Marayasu, let's inject some logic here. Did you, see their bodies? At all?
Did you see your bodies? He's like...
Well, no, but,
They're definitely dead.
And that's when Mine chimes in with like, oh, don't believe him and his brainwashing shield.
The brainwashing shield, you gotta watch out for it.
Like, literally, do you remember, like, the story of Caesar? Where, after Caesar's killed, what's-his-face goes up, they force, I can't remember his name, to go up and give the speech to the crowd.
Mark Antony.
Was it Mark Antony?
Yeah.
He's like, these honorable men.
Honorable people.
Yeah, he says it like over and over again, and like get the people.
It's like every time an election season comes out too.
Mm-hmm.
All I hear is that fucking speech from Julius Caesar where they're like, this honorable man. I'm like, give me a fucking break, man.
But that's what the shield, like the brainwashing shield thing reminds me of. Is this is like,
yeah,
this is trying to hammer that home.
Brainwashing shield. Watch out for that one. It's the ultimate technique.
So actually, now. I like this big fight scene, because Mine creates a lightning barrier around them, so the two parties are forced to fight each other.
They're gonna have it out.
And what's awesome about this is the first time ever we truly actually get to see the Shield Heroes party do anything. Which apparently...
A party battle.
Yeah, it is a true party battle.
This is group PvP.
Yeah. I gotta say, if I was Marayasu, I would have chosen a better party. Because let's break down what his party is.
Yeah, his party balance is whack.
He has 1 physical DPS and 3 magic DPSs.
I don't even know what mine fucking qualifies as. Like,
she's a mage.
She wears armor and has a sword, but she casts spells.
She's never used her sword ever.
Like,
oh, that's not true. She did when she was with Naofumi, but I think that was to hide all of her magical
I don't know
stuff.
what the fuck she's supposed to qualify as. But yeah, like sorcerer wizard.
Yeah,
3 sorcerers and wizards.
Yep. It's like no healer, no tank, no support. This is a dumb party. Horrible party.
Yeah. Just fucking melee DPS and
it's proven
mages.
Because let's look at Naofumi's party. We have the tank, Naofumi.
Yeah, you got the tank. You got
magical DPS.
Two DPSs.
Yeah, we have a magical DPS and a physical DPS.
Yeah,
and then we have Philo, who's I would say support.
Okay.
Because
even though she does most of the heavy lifting.
Exactly. So she's supporting the party.
That's not how support classes are designed.
I know. Technically, Naofumi's the support, but still.
no, he's definitely tank.
He's
definitely
tank support
tank.
and support.
He's like a fucking paladin or something.
Yeah, but it also shows in this episode.
Devil paladin.
It also shows in this episode he's actually able to cast
brainwashing
buffs.
shield.
He's actually able to cast buffs now.
Yeah.
Because
he's always been able to cast buffs though.
But no, when?
Like what his airstrike shield is like a defensive buff.
That's not a buff. That's a defensive maneuver.
It's a defensive buff. It increases his defense.
No, it creates a physical shield to stop attacks.
That's defense.
So it turns out Marayasu is he has learned how to do combo attacks. Yet another one of those things that Shield Hero and we as the audience are learning are actually a thing in this world for the first time. He gets
Chrono Trigger now.
Basically he's Chrono Trigger. He gets there's 2 wind mages and mine with her fire magic to imbue his spear with a fire tornado. And he then fires at
it's a really cool idea, but I guess Naofumi's defense is just way too high. He's way too good at
Not enough, because it actually a bit does get through. He does take a 1 HP's worth of damage. Get a little across his face.
He is way too good of a tank because of a plot point that happens on later.
Yeah, yes. So the fight continues, and it's pretty badass. Like, the fight... Like, I love... Naofumi learns to do a combo skill with Raphtalia.
Yeah.
Where he was the hiding shield.
I don't know what the fuck. It was like one of those fucking Langoliers from Stephen King's It. Just fucking plopped out and started nomming on Moriyasu.
Well, at the same time, casting invisibility on Raphtalia. And Raphtalia, but what it does is because, basically they gave each other the skills that they were using.
Yeah.
She was using an invisibility, he was using an SP draining ability. So, while he was able to drain Maruyasu's SP, it was able to hide Raphtalia, and she was able to get behind mine and drain all of her SP. So neither of them can use skills anymore.
I am so disappointed in Raphtalia. She's got to get to the point where she stops stabbing mine with a mana sword.
Tries using a real one?
It actually goes stabby on her. This is the second time she has stabbed her, and I guess what the mana sword does is drain, like, mana or MP or whatever the fuck they use. Spells per day.
And at the same time, Philo and Melty learn a combo attack, which is Typhoon.
Yeah, and it wins.
It does. It absolutely wins too. It knocks out the entire enemy party. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it knocks them up into the air, and then they all just fall down. And I kind of giggled at it.
Only Marayasu, he's too dumb to take damage.
Yeah,
he gotta catch up.
Only Moriyasu, I guess he's the only one who put extra points into his HP. You know, he's like, I got
the others are mages.
I don't care. I would put as much.
Dude,
you have lower HP as a mage, so it's more important that you put more HP into yourself.
Well, apparently they didn't, because they only get like 1d4 per level. 1d4 plus con modifier. So, I mean...
Or whatever it is in 5th edition.
Knowing 5th edition is probably much higher. Probably a 1d10 knowing 5th edition.
1d10. Did I roll some d20s for my HP?
But, so, the fight, like, I won't stand, Mariyasu's like, I won't stand for this. I'll defeat you no matter what. Even I can barely move. But then at that point, Philo and Raftalia sort of like their little animal senses go off.
Going on?
Wait, what the fuck? And Raftalia, like Philo looks up in horror. You know, Raftalia's all like, "Where did all the soldiers go?" Like there was like 100 soldiers.
There's a ton of people.
Like, everyone's gone. What's going on? And Philo, she doesn't say shit. She teleports to Matayasu and his party, and crotch kicks all of them
over to Naofumi,
and then grabs Melty and Raftalia, pushes them closer to Naofumi, puts her wings around them. Naofumi's talking about, put up your shield now! Do your shield to the sky!
Like, put up all the fucking buffs you have!
Every defensive buff you have, use it now! This instant, or we will die! He's like, what? No! What? Stop asking questions! Do it!
Okay. And he uses the shield prison.
And then she goes, why'd you stop? More!
Come on, keep going.
And she puts up 2 airstrike shields. He's like, above us! No! Do it! And
he's like, this is all I can do.
And then remember the sky laser? Sky laser.
Yeah, when Iski and Ren, was it Iski that caught onto it?
Yes, it was
like,
Iski.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
He doesn't even finish his sentence. He's like, we need to get out of here now! And he's like, boom! So, Sky Laser comes down and just the Sky Shield, the Wind Sky or Sky Wind or what is it?
The windshields get evaporated.
Instant, just boom, boom, just right through.
Punches through them. It punches through the shield prison, and then he has to use his shield to just like bench press the laser.
He is for about 20 seconds. He is bench pressing an orbital laser.
Yeah, he's fucking orbital laser. So the Pope had fired the holy laser at him.
Yes, because it turns out the actual evil is the Pope.
And they're just sitting in this fucking crater.
Like literally, the shit was so hot.
And everybody's like,
except for the smaller part of ground where his shield was covering, and he's covering them, the ground all around them is a crater. And it's like molten hot. Like some of the rocks have even turned to lava. That's how hot it was.
And everybody's like, the fuck just happened?
And meanwhile,
except mine. I think mine had an idea.
I'm pretty sure mine knew exactly.
And she's like,
because all you start,
fuck just happened?
Because you hear
I was being a bitch to Naofumi, and then the slow clap.
They turn.
And he's like,
and there's the Pope.
The Pope is like, that was some damn good tanking.
But here's the problem. We don't like the monarchy, and we don't like you heroes, so we're putting out that that damn devil of the shield killed the spear hero and his party, and then we brought down divine judgment upon him with God's hand.
And he killed the spear hero, the party, and he killed the royal daughters too.
Yep. But the problem is, mine's like, it's like, how dare you? You almost got me in that blast. Me, the next queen. And they're like, we don't fucking care. We don't need you. In fact, the world doesn't need the monarchy anymore. They have us and God.
Yes, us and God. And the holy laser.
And it's all, and he basically spills, he's like, you're all walking corpses. And walking corpses, unfortunately, contradict our story. So we have to sort of make you real corpses. So he whips out a sword that's given to him, to which Melty's all like, oh shit, that sword is... Credits.
I don't know what Malty's deal with this, because she recognized it immediately.
Melty.
No, it was Malty.
It was Melty.
It was Malty.
Melty.
I'm gonna watch it again.
I'll tell you, it's Melty.
I'm pretty sure it was Malty.
It was Melty.
Well, either one of them. They recognized the sword immediately, and they knew shit was about to go down. I don't know if this controls the holy laser, or if it does something else.
I can't hear Holy Laser without hearing Holy Diver in my head. Holy Laser!
Holy Laser!
You can see it's bright, but it'll kick your ass!
Yeah, so... The Pope has turned on them, and I think this
and the monarchy.
He's turned on the heroes and the monarchy, and the church is gonna usurp rule. And I think this makes it more interesting.
I loved when the Pope was calling out the heroes. He's like, the heroes have done nothing but cause damage.
Yeah, you
spear-
called him out for every fucking bad thing they did.
Yep, the spear hero went and he unleashed a monster that was sealed away on a village. The sword hero unleashed a plague upon another village, and the bow hero has been shirking his own responsibility as hero. I mean, we can't have
The
those.
shield hero? Everybody believes you're an asshole already, so...
And of course, there's the devil of the shield.
I'm the Pope. I'm a holy man. Nobody's gonna go against me.
I speak for God. God's on our side.
Yeah, so he has a whole army of...
of nuns.
Of nuns and...
priests.
Yeah, you got like Friar Tuck in the back.
It's like carbon copies of nuns and Friar Tucks, just all like an army. Like it went on for leagues. It was crazy.
So we're probably gonna get some. I hope a badass battle. You know,
I love when
pull out some animation for this.
When Matayasu is called out for his bad deeds. It's like, but no, I was helping, no.
Back to the Invader Zim episode. Did he make the fires worse
or better? So, I love this episode. This episode rocked. First off, I was because ever since the opening credits changed and it showed that scene of him stopping the laser with the help of his friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is in the opening, and I did not realize it until last episode when they actually showed off the holy laser.
I just like I said, for about 20 seconds, he is bench pressing a laser, a fucking orbital laser. Just, I loved it.
Yeah, so...
Oh, like, just some of the things that Naofumi said during this episode when he's, like, calling out Spear Hero. The Spear Hero's like, how are you so strong? We've even advanced our class. How are you still beating us?
He's like, well, while you're advancing your levels, we were working on our skills.
He's like, dude, well, anything that came across our plate, no matter how, however you would have seen it as trite or, insignificant, we did it. We did all of it. We gained new skills, we gained new abilities, while you were just raising your level. Good on ya. We did the better thing. Fuck you.
I don't know if it's a better thing, but...
It proved effective, didn't it?
It did. It was effective.
That, and of course, we also got another... Just the fact that we got to see Philo give Matayasu another crotch shot was amazing. I cannot get enough of Matayasu crotch shots.
He does get a lot of, kicking the balls.
That's just, at the end of the show, when they finally defeated all the waves and they're going back home, I just want there to be one last crotch shot. I want her to crotch shot him through the portal to go back home.
Maybe we're going to have a bad ending, though, where they don't get to go home.
Fine, they get to stay there, and Philo crotch shots him. That's all. I don't care. I want it to end that way.
If he was driven insane, and he's like, I've been kicked in the nuts too many times.
There's a time gap. Here's the funny. There's a time gap, right? And it's 20 years later, and they've been living their lives there. It shows Itsuki and Ren have acclimated, and now Fumi's acclimated. He's living with Raftalia or whatever. And then it shows Matayasu, and he's just living in an insane asylum,
he's got fucking bug eyes,
terrified, and he's at 30
he's holding his nuts.
Yeah, he's penniless in a ditch with mine, and he's just constantly terrified of the next crotch shot.
Oh, I hope not with mine.
Mine's corpse.
Better. Well, ew.
Dude, this is the same guy who wants to plow Philo in her child form.
Point taken.
I would not be surprised if Matayasu was also into necrophilia too, so...
Point taken.
Guy's a freak. So, that was Rising of the Shield Hero this week. Fantastic episode. It's finally revealed what's going on. The reason all this badness is happening is because of the church.
Is it?
Apparently.
Where's Chancellor Douchebag?
Maybe he was one of those priests in the background there.
Maybe he is working with the church. But, that still doesn't excuse why mine is a bitch.
Well, apparently it looks like she was working with them.
But then he decided she outlived her usefulness.
Yeah. Which is if I ever decided to be a bad guy, I would never work with other bad guys. It's they don't... That's dumb. Because they always turn on you. They always will.
Some bad guys will turn on you.
All of them.
Not the lawful ones.
Lawful evil. Lawful evil's a joke.
No, it's not. The lawful evil ones are the ones you got to look out for. I'll get into that discussion next time.
Okay. As for now, let's go ahead and end this episode, shall we?
Yes.
So with that, yeah, we're totally done with the episode.
Yeah.
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 Oh, such a good episode with such wonderful things.
And everybody else who is got a fake German accent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Do all that, yeah. If you appreciate, if you like this episode.
Yes. And annotate it.
And you can also click on the annotations for other videos we've done. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, we shall all see you next time.